right? Poset is set with partial order, that becomes poset, and we can represent this poset by using his diagram. That we can draw the first diagram and then remove all the loops and transitive edges and all the direction to get the haze diagram. And in that haze diagram, we can find the maximal and minimal element of that poset, right? And maximum and minimum, that is greatest and least element also we can find. Maximal and minimal elements can be moved from till this question, till this definition. Yes,
No, ma'am.
maximal element is the element above which, that is which is not related to any other element, right? That will be, that means this should not be happen. Okay, that is this should be at top level. Okay, and greatest element is that is related from all the element. Okay, A is greatest. Okay, if all element of S are related to A, that is your greatest. And minimal will be, if this is the minimal, this should not happen, that is below this level, no other element is present. But what is the definition of least? Least element is which is related to all other element, all the element of S. Okay, that is the difference between minimum, maximum, and minimal, maximum, right? Now, determine whether the poset represented by each of these diagram in the figure have greatest and least element. So, beside that, this greatest and least element, also tell me the maximal and minimal element in these case diagram.
Ma'am, B,
Yes,
C, and D are maximal.
maximal are B, C, D in first B part. These are maximal. Does there exist any greatest element?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, right? There does not exist any element to which all the element of this coset are related, right? So greatest element does not exist and maximal are B, C, D. What about minimal?
Minimal
No,
and
ma'am.
minimum are
Both are
A.
A.
A,
A.
right? Minimum and minimal both, or either the minimal and least are A. So exist, right? What about this one? B part?
D and E are maximal, and A and B are minimal.
D and E are maximal. Yes, these are maximal. What about maximum?
No, ma'am. No
No
maximum.
maximum.
Greatest. There does not exist any greatest element. What about this one?
A and B are minimal.
A and B are minimal. And minimum, that is least,
No, ma'am. Not exist.
does not exist, right? The least element does not exist. What about this one?
D is
D is
maximum and
maximal and
maximum.
maximum.
D is maximal and maximum. Or you can just say maximal and greatest, right? And what about minimal?
A
A
and
and
B.
B are.
A and B are minimal element, but there does
Not
not
minimal.
exist any least element, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And what about this one?
D is maximal and
Maximum and maximal both are same, that is greatest and maximal. And least and minimal, or you can say minimum and minimal is A, right? Unique top and unique bottom we have.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, any doubt?
I'm just greatest and least.
Yeah.
I'm greatest and least. I don't get.
Yeah, greatest and least, you can also say that maximum and minimum. Maximum, MUM, right? This is same as greatest, na? Right? And minimum, MUM, that is least we are considering. And maximal, MAL, these are different, right? and minimal. These are different from greatest and least. Okay, these are not. These may not be equal. These are equal if unique top and unique bottom. Okay, because you know that these element maximum and minimum exist, or even the greatest and least exist. These are uniquely, right? These are unique. These may not be unique, right? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Now come to upper bound. This would be BOU and D bound, and lower bound. Now we have a set, this poset with partial order relation, right? Now we want to find upper bound and lower bound of a subset of S. So A is the subset of S. Okay. For example, S is your real number, and A is we are considering from here to here. Okay. So you want to find upper bound and lower bound of this set. Okay. Upper bound will be an element from S. From S we will be considering any element from S will become upper bound of A if it is related to all element, that is related from all element of A. Okay, that means any element of S become upper bound of A if it is related from all element of A. Okay, if these are element of A, okay, and all element of A are related to this element, then this becomes upper bound. Understood? And lower bound will be
Ma'am,
an
repeat.
element which is related to all element of A, that will be lower bound of A. Now proper definition is U is element U coming from S will be upper bound if all element of A are related to U. Understood? A is related to U for all element A belongs to A. Okay? And U is called as upper bound. Understood? U is upper bound if all element of A are related to U. Got it? Yes? Here
Ma'am,
we are
means
talking
upper
about
bound.
subset
Up,
of A. Upper bound of A. Okay, first we are considering some subset, and for this subset we are talking about this upper bounds. Okay?
ma'am, means upper bound and maximum and lower bound and minimum are same.
For S it can be same. Means if we are considering A is equal to S, it will be same. But what about if for some subset? If you're not, for example, for this one, you are not considering total S as A. A is this set. And what do you do? What do you say? May not be same, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? So this is in context of subsets. Okay. First, you take the subset of S, and then for this subset, in context of this subset, we are defining upper bound of this A and lower bound of A. Okay. Now understood? If all element of A are related to some element from S, then this U, this some element from S, okay, U becomes the upper bound. Okay, and if some element from S, that L, if L is related to all element of A, okay, that is L is present below of all the element of A, and U is present above all the element of A, and all are related, and L is related to all, okay, all element of A. Then L is called as lower bound of A. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now with the help of example, you can just see. For example, I'm just taking here in this one, I'm taking 2, 3, 6. Okay, S is your this complete set 1, 2, 3, 6, 4, 8, 12, and A is 2, 3, 6. Okay. Now tell me upper bound of A.
Six.
Tell me U and L.
Upper bound is 6.
Upper bound is 6. Any other?
Ma'am,
No, ma'am.
12.
12 is also working. Right?
Ma'am, but you
6.
told about A set, so ma'am, it must be 6, right?
Upper bound is coming from S. That's why I just said. Any element of S
But-
become upper bound of A if it is all element are related to this U. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
So obviously that may be element of A because A is the subset of S. All element of A are also element in S. So this is 6 and 12. What about 8?
Yes, ma'am. How 8 won't be? Ma'am, 8 also will be the upper bound.
8 is not related to, from 6, na? And 3 is also not related to 8. We have A is this one, right? These three elements. So 8 is on 2 is related to 8, but not 3, not 6. These are not related.
Ma'am, I'm not getting actually.
See, any element from U becomes the upper bound of A if all element for all small a belongs to this one. A is related to U. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, tell me, 2 is related to 8, but 3 and 6. What about 3 and 6? Are these related to 8?
No, ma'am.
That's why this is not becoming the upper bound. Now you got it?
Got it, ma'am.
6 becomes the upper bound because 2 related to 6, 6 related to 6 because of reflexivity, 3 is also related to 6. Now 12. 12 is related from 2 is related to 12, 3 is related to 12, transitivity, and 6 is also related to 12. So these
Yes, ma'am.
both are upper bounds. Now lower bound. Lower
Ma'am, if you
bound,
consider,
any element
ma'am,
from S becomes the lower bound of A if L is related to all the element of A. Okay? Understood? Yeah. Now,
ma'am, one doubt.
yes.
Ma'am, in upper bound, how can we consider 6? Because if we consider 6 as upper bound, then 6 is related to 6, no? Then it becomes reflexive.
Yeah, it is already reflexive. That is means that is the necessity condition for this his diagram. That means coset.
But
Partial
we
coset.
do not consider transitive and reflexive in Hess diagram.
We are just removing this. That it doesn't matter that is present.
Okay, got
that
it.
is not present. Okay, it is present. To simplify the diagram, we are just removing the arrows and all that. Okay. Understood now?
Yes, ma'am.
What about lower bound of this set?
1.
1. Anything else? What about 2 and 3?
No, ma'am.
No, 2 is not lower bound because 3 is not 2 is not related to 3, right? Same way, 3 is not related to 2, right?
And then only 2 can be, or no?
Yeah.
And only 2 can be then.
Why? 2
1 and
2 is
2
not
can be-
related to 3, na? Can you say 2 is related to 3?
No, ma'am.
That's why this is not becoming the lower bound. Any element from S will become lower bound if it satisfies this one.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Right. Next, we have the concept of least upper bound. Least upper bound. Okay. Least upper bound and greatest lower bound. So what do you understand by that? You consider all the upper bounds and take the least of them. Okay. So out of that, what is the least upper bound of this set?
6.
6, right? Least upper bound of A will be 6. I'll give you the definition of least upper bound. That is actually the least of all the upper bound. First, it should be upper bound, and next is for every other upper bound should relate from this one. That is, this should be least of this. And greatest lower bound. You consider all the lower bounds and take the greatest of all. The greatest lower bound of this A is one only.
12.
We have just one, right? Now, least upper bound and greatest lower bound, if exist, these will be unique. Okay? Clear? Upper bound may be many. Okay, there may be many upper bounds, many lower bound, but least upper bound and greatest lower bound, these will be unique. Understood? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So now we can go back to the, yeah. Third, this is your A1 set, A set. This is your B set, JH. Okay. And this is your C set. Okay. Actually, 3 sets are given in book. That's why I'm just. His diagram is given this one. A set is ABC. Okay. ABC. B set is JH. JH. Okay. A, C, D, F. A, C, D, and F. This is your C set. Find the lower and upper bounds of the sets, these subsets. And S is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J. Okay. So these are the subsets of this one. Find the lower and upper bound. Here I can just write lower bound. Here I can write upper bound. Here for set A. Okay. Set B. Set C. Tell me, lower bound of A.
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 A only. A is related to A, B, C. All right. And no other below than this one. Upper bound.
E, F, H, and J.
E. B and C can't become, right? Because these are not related. E. E is related from all of these, right? F. F is also related from all of these.
H.
H. H is related from B, A, right? And C also. What about J? Is J related from B? Yes, obviously. This is related to this one. This is related to this one. So by using transitivity property, this will be related. And same for this one, related. So upper bounds will be E,
F, H,
F,
J. H.
J, H. Right? Any doubt? If I want to ask you that what is the least
Ma'am,
upper
but
bound
H
of,
is not related to J then.
yeah,
H is not related to J.
H is not related, but what about having just ABC?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They are related. They are.
It's HA. Okay? They are related. What about least upper bound? Least upper bound? E will work, right? And greatest lower bound A. Whenever unique exists, obviously that will be. Right? For B, J and H. Lower bound? For J and H. These two. Tell me the lower bound for J and H. This set.
F.
F.
B.
Yes.
D, E.
E. Yes.
Ma'am, D also.
D also, right? D is related with this one and D is related with this one by transitive S. D,
B, C.
B,
B, C. B is related to this one by transitive and this one. Okay.
C.
C and
A.
A. Right? And what is greatest lower bound?
F.
F will work as greatest lower bound, right? So this is A, B, C, D, E, F. What about upper bound?
Ma'am, no upper bound.
No upper bound, right? That does not exist any upper bound. So that's why no least upper bound exists. C set A, C, D, F. So C set is consider A, C, D, and F. Red circled. Lower bounds. Lower bound is
A.
A only, right? A is related to this one, this one, etc. Anything else? No. Upper bound,
H and J.
F, J. What about H?
Ma'am, H and J.
F. What about F?
Yes, ma'am, F also. F also.
F, J, H, right? And what about least upper bound? Least of all these three.
F.
F will work, right? So that's it.
Yes, ma'am.
This is your least upper bound. Here, this is your greatest lower bound, greatest lower bound, greatest lower bound, least upper bound. Okay.
Ma'am,
here
how
does
A
not
is
exist.
related to D?
A is
Ma'am, how A is related to D?
A is related to D by transitive S. A is related to B, B is related to D, and so A is related to D. Transitive S has been removed. Huh?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Transitivity property. Understood, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt?
Ma'am, can you explain the B part again?
B part. E.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we want upper bound for this set J and H. J and H. We don't have any element to which both are related. No? Right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Some elements should be there to which both are related. Right? All elements are related. So that's why it does not exist. Lower bound. Any element below that, such that L will work as lower bound if this is related to all the elements present in that set. That is related to H and J both. So look for all those elements. F is working. F relates to H. F is also related to J.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So F. What about E? E by transitivity S.
Yes, ma'am.
T transitive property.
Yes, ma'am.
P transitive property. Right? P is G is H. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Transitive H. Same for this one. B with F. F with J. That's why B with J. B is there. Similarly, C is there. Right? By transitive H, you have just do this and this to this then. Right? And same for this one, transitive. A. A is related to all, right? That's why A will also relate to H and G, right? Transitive H.
Okay, ma'am.
Read out.
Got it, ma'am.
Least upper bound and greatest lower bound that I have already told you. The element X will be the least upper bound if it is first upper bound and is less than every other upper bound. Okay, what does this mean? X will be the element X will be the least upper bound if upper bound means all element of A are related to X. That means upper bound, right?
Ma'am.
Whenever A, for all A belongs to A, and if Z is any other upper bound that should be related from X, means to say X should relate to that. Okay, this means that is the that is the least of all the upper bound. Okay, first it should be upper bound. That means this one, role A belongs to A, and it is the least of all those upper bound, all other upper bound if Z is an upper bound. Okay, this is the least upper bound. And what about greatest lower bound? Greatest it will be Y will be the greatest if Y is related to all the element of A. Okay, and for any other Z, Z is related to Y. Okay, Y is lower bound. That means Y is related to all A. Okay, and if Z is any other lower bound, then Z should relate to Y. Z should be less than equal to Y. Okay, Z should be related to Y. That's what greatest lower bound. Clear? If these exist, this will be unique. And this is the notation for greatest lower bound of subset A and the least upper bound of subset of subset A. Yeah. Is there any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Find the greatest lower bound and least upper bound for DDG. The set is DDG. Before going for least upper bound of this set, tell me for S you are considering total set, right? What is minimal and maximal element and what is greatest and least element of S first? Then come to this A.
Minimal and minimum is A.
A is both least and minimal, yes.
And maximal and greatest is H.
Maximal and greatest is
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No greatest. No
H.
greatest.
Why?
Only maximal is H and J.
Maximal is H and J. What about greatest?
No, ma'am. No greatest.
Does not exist, right? Now come to this A and tell me all the upper bound and lower bounds. Upper bound and lower bounds of A.
Ma'am, upper bounds are G,
Upper bounds are G and
G, H,
H.
FJ.
Why F?
No, no,
F is
G and H.
G is related to F
No.
Ma'am,
and
G
G is
H.
also not related to G, right?
Ma'am, G is related to F by transitive, right?
How? These are at same level, and whatever it is present at same level, these are not related,
Okay, ma'am.
right? Anything else?
Then J.
J is
No,
also
no.
not related.
J will not be. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. What about lower bounds?
B and A.
B and A.
B and A. What about C?
Ma'am,
No, ma'am.
won't.
No. C is not related to
B.
B. Yeah. So you have A and B. What about least upper bound?
G,
G.
Least upper bound. Don't get confused between. Okay, this is G.
Yes,
Least
ma'am.
upper bound G. Least upper bound of A, G, and greatest lower bound
B,
A is
B.
A or B?
B.
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 right? That is this one and this one are coming. And these are present in A as well, right? So these
Yes,
may be
ma'am.
out of A or may be present in B. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt regarding
No,
these
ma'am.
four definitions? Two definitions regarding S set, that poset, and two definition any regarding to subset of that set. Now come to this one. Find the greatest lower bound and least upper bound of the set. This one, this is your A set. You can consider. This is your P set. Okay, if they exist in the coset, coset is here you have infinite coset. So it is very difficult to draw the infinite coset, right? But you can imagine it, right? That is all the positive integer with the relation. This relation is what? Divides, right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So greatest lower bound for this set. First, tell me lower bounds. All the lower
Ma'am,
bounds.
first we will make the hash diagram. No?
Hash diagram no need to make because this is infinite, na? You can just imagine. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
This is your infinite set. Z plus. Z plus means what? All the positive integer you are considering.
Positive integer. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, with this one. So it is not possible to draw the hash diagram. Okay. If you will draw it, then one will be obviously dividing all, right? One will be at bottom. Okay.
Ma'am, 1 and 3.
1, 2, right? 3. 3 will be there. All primes will be there, right? 1 divides all primes. So it is related to all primes, whatever prime, right? That is very, very complicated diagram actually. Okay. Clear? 1, 3, 5. 1 is related to 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. All prime number will be there. Okay, will be at same level. Clear? And 2 is related to
Yes.
4. 2 is related to 6. 3 is related to 6.
And
Right?
then what is the way without using the hash diagram?
Yes, you can. First tell me 3, 9, 12. Any number from the positive integer which is dividing 3, 9, 12. All these three. That you can imagine, right? That you can calculate easily. Yes?
1.
One only.
One only divide both.
1 is
1,
3.
1 is related to 3, 1 is related to 9 and 12. What about 3? 2 does not relate to 3 and 9. That's why we are not considering that as lower bound. What about 3?
Yes, ma'am, it can.
3 also relate to 3.
Yes, ma'am. 3 also.
9, 12. Anything else? No. Right?
No, ma'am.
Lower bound. See, we have calculated now. Lower bounds are 1 and 3. And what about greatest lower bound?
1.
3.
3.
1 or 3?
Greatest is
Greatest.
3. Greatest is 3. 3.
3. Okay. Now, what about upper bounds of it?
And 9 and 12.
The number which is divisible by all these, right? All these 3, 9, and
Infinite.
12 all are related to that element. Okay. All are dividing that. That means you take the common multiple of this one and then take the least for least upper bound, right? There are infinite number of upper bound. And for least upper bound, you take the LCM of all these three.
Yes, ma'am. 36.
Clear?
36.
So 36. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
All the multiples of 36 will work, right? But we needed only least upper bound,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
What about B set? So lower bound are finite, that's why we can just calculate it. Greatest lower bound, then least upper bound. Yes. Lower bounds are
Ma'am,
One
1.
only.
1, other than 1,
Only one.
No, ma'am.
nothing else, right? You have 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anyway, unique bottom you have 1. So least, that is greatest lower bound will be
1.
1 itself, right? Now, upper bounds. There are many upper bounds, infinite number of that such that which are divisible by all those, right? Which are related from all these. So you take all the common multiples and take the lowest of them. This means least common multiple will work. LCM will work, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that?
20.
20? Any doubt? So without using the Hayes diagram, you can calculate it. Okay?
Got it, ma'am.
If the relation is defined clearly. Okay? So this is your answer. We already calculated. Now, come to exercise part. Draw the Hayes diagram for the relation is partial order is greater or equal to. Okay, greater or equal to. This is your relation A comma B such that A is greater or equal to B. Okay, this is your relation on the set this one. This is your S set or A set, you can just say R is this one. Draw the Hayes diagram. Yeah, I will draw it. 0 is related to 0. So which ordered pair will be present over here? See, A comma B is present, then A you write at bottom, right? B at top, right? If A is related to B. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? So here, 0 is related to 0. 0 and 1, which will be at top?
0.
0 will be at top, right? Because 1 is related to 2. 1 is greater than equal to 0. Sorry, I thought 2. It is 1 is greater than equal to 0. So that's why B should be at top. Okay. Similar for, so 0 or here, 1 or here, and between 1 and 2 you have 2 over here, right? 3, because 2 is related to 3, that's why 3 is at the bottom, right? 4 and 5. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, A is at A is greater than equal to B. That's why A is at bottom and B is top. Okay. Yes. Now, everywhere there will be a loop, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So 0 is related to 0, 1 is related to 1, 2 is related to 2, 3 is related to 3, This is your diagraph we are considering drawing. Yes. What about 0, 1? 0 is related to 1.
Yes, ma'am.
0 is related to 1 or 1 is related to 0?
Ma'am, 1 is related to 0.
1 is related to 0. That's why there will be an arrow from 1 to
1 to 0.
0. Up. Here also up. Up. Right? Now transitive edges. Transitive edges are, yes, there will be from this to this to this, right? This to this to this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
4 to 2. Let me change the color for this one. 4 to 2, 4 to 1, 4 to 0, right? And
Yes, ma'am.
3, 3 to 1, 3 to 0. Okay? Then
2 to 0.
2 to 0. Understood? This will be the diagram, and here these arrow will be upwards. Okay, everywhere, here as well, here, right? So first you remove the loops. Okay, because of reflexivity is a must condition for this OSET partial order. That's why remove this one. Then you remove transitive edges. Okay, so these all are transitive edges. We have removed it. Finally, we got a Hayes diagram. This one. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And finally, you need to remove arrow as well. That is direction, because the levels define the direction. Clear? So this is your Hayes diagram. This one, what is maximal and minimal element, and what is least and greatest element?
Maximal and maximum is 0. Minimal and minimum is 5.
Yes. So here, minimum and least is 5, and maximum and minimum is greatest is. Yes, in this one they have just made a mistake that 1 to 0, then again they are saying 1 to 0. So this won't be there, okay? It's only one error. Okay, one
Yes,
edge
ma'am.
from this case. Finally, we do this one as well. Yeah. Now, draw the Hayes diagram for divisibility on the set, this one A. A set is given as this one, and your relation is divisibility. Just draw the Hayes diagram. Yes, tell me. 1 divides 2. So 1 will be at bottom or what?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, bottom.
At bottom, right? A is related to B. So A will be at bottom. So this is your 1. 1 divides everything. So this is unique bottom, right? 2 and 3. Is
Same
there
level.
any relation between 2 and 3?
No, ma'am.
No. So 2 and
No,
3,
ma'am.
same level.
And 5.
And
No,
also
no.
5.
Yes, ma'am. 5.
So I can just take it as 1 over here, 2 over here, 3 or this one, or 5. Okay, 3 and 5. Okay, then then 2, 4. 4 is related from 2 and 1, right? Not related from 3, not related from 5. What about 6?
Ma'am, 2 and 3 and 1.
So 6 and 4 can be at same level. 2 and 3 and 1. Right? Yeah. Now I'll be drawing the loops. Right? Transitive edges. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 6. 1, 2, 6. 1 divides 6. Right? 1 divides 2, 1 divides 4 as well. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else? Anything else?
No.
No. Right? So 2 to 4, 2 to 6 is there. 3 to only 6. So first remove the loops. Right? So you'll be removing these loops. Then transitive edges. That is 1 to 3, 3 to 6 is present. So 1 to 6 no need. 1 to 2, 2 to 4 is present. So by using transitive be done. Can you remove this 2 to 6? Is this transitive edge 2 to 6?
No, ma'am.
No. Right? So you remove finally all the directions at the case diagram. So this is your case diagram. Clear? Now tell me the maximal and minimal element of this case diagram.
4 and 6 maximal, 1 is minimal.
What about 5?
Yes, ma'am. 5 also.
So 4, 6, 5 are maximal. Maximal. And plus 1. 1 is your minimal.
Minimal.
And also list. Right?
Minimum.
List and
Yes,
minimal
ma'am.
is 1. What about the greatest element?
Nothing.
Only
Greatest
greatest.
element does not exist, right? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, for B part also you draw it.
Ma'am, all will be at same level.
All will be at same level. Why?
Because
Does
below that
not
nothing.
divide each
All
other.
are prime. No. All are co-prime. You can just
16
say
is
nothing else.
Still,
Divided.
16 can't be divided by anything. Any
Yeah.
number. It's still 16 can't be divided with any element present there. So in a single straight line.
they
All
do not
will
have
be at
any
same
maximal or minimal.
We have maximal and minimal. All are same now.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Yes,
are the
ma'am.
maximal. All are the minimal. So only loops we have, right? You can just say 3, 5, 7, 11, 16, 13, 16, 17, right? We have just loops, nothing else,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Only reflexive loops. Okay? Then remove the loops. What you are getting? And there is no transitive S. So obviously in trivial it is transitive. that's what you got. Okay. And here maximal and minimal, all are maximal, all are minimal. There is no least and greatest element. Okay. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
What about C part? 2, 3, 5.
And 11 will be at base.
2, 3, 5, 11. These are minimal elements, right? 2 is related to 2 and 5 are related to 10. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
3 and 5 are related to 15. 25. 25 is related to, that is 5 is related to 25 only. Right? Now tell me maximal and minimal element. Final Hayes diagram will be this one. No?
Yes,
Clear?
ma'am.
Tell me minimal, maximal element.
Maximal is 10, 15, 25.
Maximal is 10, 15, 25. What about 11?
It is both maximal and minimal.
Yes, it
Yes,
is
ma'am.
both maximal and minimal. Okay, so there are 4 maximal and 4 minimal. Clear, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
So these are maximal and these are minimal. 11 is both. Yes. Is diagram for this one. Yes. 139, 27, 81, 243. One is dividing all, right? One is related to all, present at bottom. 3, 1, 2, 3. There is loop at 1, loop at everything, right? There will be arrow. So final is diagram is drawing. 3 will be at this one. 3 divides 9, right? 9 at this one. And all these are dividing 27. So at up level. And all these are dividing 81. And all these are dividing 243. Right? So this is dividing this one, this one, this one. Initially, this will be the diagraph. There is loop. At every element because of reflexivity property and transitive edges. Transitive edges will be, yes, 1 to 9, right? 1 to 27, 1 to
81.
81, and 1 to 243, right? Then 3. 3 to 27,
81,
3 to 81, 3 to
243.
9, 9 to 81, 9 to 243, right? 27, 27 to 243. That's it. This is your base diagram, right? Now remove all the loops, edges coming from transitive property, and these I had drawn in pink. So this, and then remove directions. will be your final case diagram. Okay. What is minimal and maximal element in this case diagram?
Minimal.
Minimal and least both are same. That is 1. Maximal and greatest is 243. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This we will do in next class, and this is our last question of this course. Okay, so you can try it. For this one, set is 359, 15, 34, 35, and the relation is device relation. Find the maximal element, minimal element, is there any greatest element, least element, find all upper bound of 3, 5, this is your set, subset of this one, and they ask you all upper bounds, find the least upper bound of this one if it exists, find the lower bounds and greatest lower bound of 15, 45. Clear? So in next lecture we'll be doing this lecture. Yeah.
Ma'am, hours up to this.
You're not audible clearly. Can you repeat? Yeah. And you want me to revise this 6th chapter again or 4 and 5?
No,
When do we have class? Next class is on Wednesday, na?
To repeat.
Repeat 6 or 4 and 5.
I'm 6.
6. Okay. You just revise chapter 6. Whatever doubt will be there, I'll be discussing. Okay. Actually, you
Okay.
revise all of chapters. Okay. In next week we will